taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
So let's do our Euro boxing trip around the world.
No, where
finally the good part. Jeez, like I'm sorry y'all had to wait so long.
But yeah, no, obviously, the UK was the home of the
real boxing
header, with Alycia Baumgardner and Mikaela Mayer, who were rewriting how to sell a fucking fight, by the way.
Facts.
And with the main event, of course, being Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. But yes, let's start off, with Baumgardner and Mayer. Talk about pure hatred. They were persistent, pretty much the last week of doing whatever they're doing for media, 3 days in a row. They was in each other's faces, cussing, swearing, kicking, all types of shit. They were it didn't take much for them to set up. They were getting on each other's goddamn nerves. Especially that one shit, where Baumgardner calls her a horse-faced Karen. I was like, God damn. It's you shut the fuck up. And it's bitch this, bitch that, horse-faced Karen this, bitch.
Broke bitch this, Karen face, horse-faced Karen. That you can tell that really got a hold there.
Yeah, she said, "Don't be racist. Don't be racist."
Yeah, on Twitter, they were going at it. It was not
and the whole easy background, all that shit.
Call it broke bitch this, broke bitch that. Yeah,
they sold the hell out of the fight, and that's why it was low key disappointing. And it's honestly also the reason why I think so many people want to see a rematch. Because honestly, it's the best fight both of them could be in. And second, we felt like they didn't leave it all in the ring in the first fight.
No, they did not.
Yeah, I feel like they could stack main event America to stack the undercard.
Honestly, that's the move. If they were smart, they would do the rematch in America and stack the card.
Look at the YouTube views are pretty crazy on that. Obviously it's two, some would say, attractive females. So the YouTube views and everything, it was kind of crazy. They brought the casuals out.
Because they were cussing. They sold the pay-per-view. They sold the fight because that was we all wanted. I can't even tell you when I was reading the comments because ESPN and Top Rank put it on their stories, and I remember I shared it. I was reading the comments. It's they didn't know who these two were, but they knew they wanted to see it because the way they were just talking to each other.
They were talking, yeah. They were easy on the eyes. What was the better fight, the Cambozo fight or this fight? What y'all think was the better fight?
Hold on. Are you serious? You can't be serious.
Well, okay. Haney had a better performance, but what was the better fight? Well, that's the question.
Oh my god. Hey, I'm gonna hit you with the Men in Black thing so that you forget that Australia fight existed. Right. That was a waste of time.
Well, let's put it, like LB said, Baumgardner and Mayer was disappointed because they were talking cash shit to each other, but they didn't leave it all in the ring because they both decided to be professional. But you can clearly see that Baumgardner, and I know the big conversation was, it was a robbery, this, that, and the only robbery was the judge that tried to give Mayer the fight by 4 rounds. Like, you kidding me?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I had Mayer winning, but it was no robbery.
I had it a draw.
I had a 6-4 Alycia or a draw. I thought it was gonna be
I had it a draw.
I felt more like it was a draw though. Honest to God, like I could see either person winning. It's one of those, either one wins by a point or two or it's a draw. But honestly, the draw I think is the most accurate score because neither one did enough to really dominate. That's why when I see on Twitter, when I see people talking about, oh, Baumgardner won easy, I'm like, what the fuck were y'all watching?
She didn't win easy.
She didn't win easy.
No, but that's the thing. Neither one won easy. When I see people saying, oh, Mayer had 4 rounds up, I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, Baumgardner easy. I'm like, this fight was not easy to score, watch, or none of that shit. Like, neither dominated. Like, there was so many times, like, I felt Baumgardner did better in the beginning.
Yeah,
because
sure. But the end, in the end, she was doing her thing too. Though. I feel like
in the end, it was more like back and forth, even because I didn't like how Baumgardner would just get jabbed, and not do anything, no head movement. There was so many times in the little dead gap space where, and that's a different, because it was almost like the clan Darrell, how these niggas is angry, but they not fighting like they want to put hands on somebody. They circling each other, but the difference is Mayor at least popped the jab when she would come in.
I thought she used the jab more. I thought she would use the jab more because she has a great jab.
She needed to use the jab more.
She wasn't, yeah.
But the thing is, Baumgardner wasn't using the jab at all.
No, she wasn't. She was on the power shot.
Mayor though, from the actual jabbing though. That's the thing. It wasn't. I mean, Mayer's jab wasn't as effective as Baumgartner's. When Baumgartner threw, like, Mayer got cut open.
But that's the thing, Baumgardner barely threw any jabs. Like, honestly, when you see Baumgardner landed some good shots.
She did.
But once again, it's in the combinations. A lot of those right hands that she was trying to land, she was hitting on them. She was landing them partially because Mayer was already looking for him and had her left hand up high for it. So she, like, it was harder for her to land it later on in the fight unless it was an exchange. That's when she started landing it again. But then Mayer was catching it in the exchange too. Like, it was a hard fight for someone to dominate because Baumgardner wasn't boxing enough and Mayer wasn't fighting enough. Meaning,
Mayer. Like, I was surprised that Coach Al wasn't telling her, like, "Yo, you gotta put your foot on the gas." Like, but like I said, both of them were just, they just were determined to stay with their plans, except for maybe a couple of rounds near the end.
See, in first and 15, I can see what you're saying. Like, Baumgardner may have some stamina issues. I could see that, and I could see 6'4", but it would have been wide if she kept up her activity. Exactly, because the type of lead Baumgardner had on her was like
she should have. Yeah, she should have. She paced herself, but I feel like didn't she?
I think Mayer hurt her more than the other way around, though.
Do you think Alycia kind of stole some rounds? Like, like she would throw those flurries at the end of the rounds, you know what I mean? Sometimes I thought that kind of helped her.
Yeah, I mean, because Shields did the same thing. Like, those flurries that they might not land effectively like that, but it's activity.
It's showing the activity, yeah.
And see, this is the thing where Mayer fucked up, and this was telling, and I didn't like it at all. And Coach Al, like, her coach should have really been on her ass for this shit. Mayer was too nice in the clinches. I didn't like how the ref always had to pull them apart and they weren't throwing. Mayer was just too nice in the clinches. Like, there was times where Mayer could have been working on the inside and she wasn't, and she's used to doing that. Did it in the Hamadouche fight, did it against the Jennifer Hand fight. She's done it her whole career, but for some reason she didn't work in the clinches and didn't work on side in this fight, and that overall dropped her activity, and it caused her not to win those swing rounds that she needed, because she could, like, if you be honest with it, Baumgardner won the punching, Mayer won the boxing, but they both needed to do a little bit more of what the other was good at. Baumgardner needed to box more. She needed to damn control some of those dead spaces. There was a lot of times where she would eat 2 or 3 jabs, backing up, circling, and you could see it on her face in between rounds that she was getting discouraged. Like, it was plain as day on her. So like the whole, like, you could tell this is one of those fights where if either guy would have won, they would have fucking been so glad and just ran away with it. Like, I think this fight needs a rematch, and this whole,
but, like, she's not gonna give her a rematch.
Yeah, but like First and 15 said, like First and 15 said, Eddie's probably not gonna give her the rematch. He got
of course not. But see, that's the thing. Like, it's better for their career and the sport itself for the rematch, because no other fight is going to get them looked at like this. And the fight was one of those fights where they didn't leave it all on the table, and they could be more shit talking on the built up, because Mayer has every right to feel like she won, and Baumgardner has the right to feel like she won. It was that type of fight. But I think both need to really evaluate their performances and look at the tape and see what they could have improved on, because that wasn't the fight where, you know, you could say like, yeah, I kicked somebody's ass and da. Like, that was the type of performance. Imagine Floyd talking shit about Castillo after the first fight and he never gives the rematch. You know how bad that would look? It still look hard now because in the rematch, Floyd he only won by 2 rounds, like, but he won. So it's like he still can't really be on that shit talking, but you get the point. Like, this wasn't that fight this was one of those, if Marquez would have been involved, he would have won and he took his ball, ran home. That's the type of fight these niggas is acting like. Like, Baumgardner, she won. You knew it was a questionable, not the most decisive win, best performance. Like, y'all should do this again, because look, Serrano Taylor's not gonna do it again. Y'all could grab the momentum that they left on the table and do it again in America and have all eyes on you, and you will be the main event, and there will be no Shields, Marshall, nobody else to take that from y'all, and y'all will let it out. I'm telling you, like just real business shit. Like, they could even sell this as a pay-per-view if they wanted, and no one would fucking complain. Don't let it be a fucking co-main to a pay-per-view and there's a real main event. they would push this to 1 million buys. I'm telling you. Like, boxing needs to get into the effect of having timely rematches for the super fights. This needs to start the trend. They already started the trend promoting this like it's fucking mega fight. Get us the fucking immediate rematch, man. None of y'all broads was hurt. Y'all look like y'all still could have fought again. God damn, like, all this, I'ma just call it, there's some scary ass shit with not having a rematch for this fight.
Right.
And I got on Eddie Hearn about doing the fake ass car salesman shit that fucked up the Serrano rematch, and I gotta get on them. Y'all niggas is acting scary. It ain't about.
Baumgardner herself, because they were still talking trash to each other, saying that she wasn't interested in giving a rematch and she wanted Troy next. So yeah,
it's a bad look, dog. And I don't like, people can say, well, Mayer, if she would have won, she would have said the same thing, and yeah, she would still look bad if she wins off that performance. Right. Neither one looks good saying that shit. Like, and they in a position to really take women's boxing to the next level. Imagine if they decided on a rematch already for next year, and they do it this year.
Right.
You know how much hype that, dude, and that means that everybody else got to confirm their super fights, because the women done started next year better than y'all niggas.
Facts.
It's like I'm dropping true to life real shit, like real game. Like, I hope somebody was listening, get this shit to their ears, because y'all could really take women's boxing to another level. But if you being scary, or you being greedy, or you just being downright delusional, then it ain't gonna happen, because you can't even think of a better fight. Like, y'all gonna chase after Serrano? Well, Serrano still got Taylor. What y'all gonna do? Like McCaskill don't have a big name around her division like that.
I guess there's that Choi fight, because she has the other belt.
Dude, no one gives a fuck about Choi. Choi is like a goddamn Harry Potter villain. Like, you keep hearing this name, nobody knows this motherfucker. You just hear her name because she has a belt. God damn.
Is it
Troy, Pastor Troy? It don't fucking matter, nigga.
Troy is the female version of Chris John. Like, come on now. She's just hiding out there.
And then Chris Brandis was reading this comment. Alycia had a dope outfit for Troy. Oh yeah. The outfit and the intro was dope too. Yeah, especially
That's why so many niggas gave her the swing round, because they was too busy looking at that ass and not them punches land.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, but yeah, shout out, salute Chris Brand. I mean, you know, you dropped some bars. You was right. Outfit was dope.
Yeah.
We say all the time, play up to your strengths. If you got that crazy body, you got the sex appeal. Look, play up to this shit. You see, Ebony Bridges does it,
and it's a good look.
Fact, like now it's like now the ball's in her court. Like, what are you gonna do next?
It's a good look because I think even Cardi B retweeted her, so you know she's getting that. You know, I mean, she's getting a little bit of more notoriety. I feel like, especially with the win. So.
That's why the fight, that's why the rematch, you do a rematch next year in America. You take all that momentum. The whole, look, man, oh my God, did they not see Hopkins Taylor? That's how you sell a rematch. Just get one nigga to just have a whole tour bitching about how he should have won. And oh my God, like, the shit writes itself. Like,
give us a good, yeah. I mean, if Eddie was smart, give us, you know, like, work with ESPN, give us a loaded, decent, you know, not pay-per-view, I'm sorry, a loaded, you know, Saturday night card, you know, they can main event.
Yeah, but I don't think ESPN's gonna be in this. I mean, Eddie's gonna go with most likely go try to get to the zone, and will probably use that advantage to put it on the zone. It's not gonna go to ESPN.
Yeah,
that's why it comes down to the fighter. It's too many times these promoters are just doing what they want to do, and the fighter goes with it more so than the fighter doing what they want to do, and the promoter goes with it. And I'm just saying, if these people, you know, weren't so confident in these damn razor thin, skin of the teeth decisions they've been getting, you know, and if they really want to make real money and put a real stamp on the sport and be as big as they can globally, they would have these rematches in America right away. Katie Taylor, Baumgardner,
right?
I'm just Eddie Hearn. I don't think like no one's gonna care about y'all other fights. Like this is like when Lennox Lewis retired after the Klitschko fight. Like, dude, like you retire when niggas start caring about you fighting the most. like that, you know, like I just be like, wow, like shit just weird to me, but whatever. It's not my career. I just report it. I comment on it. I drop my piece. That's it.
I mean, you could put the rematch on the zone, but I don't know about that zone.
Dude, imagine a Katie Taylor Serrano a main event with Baumgardner Mayer as a co-main.
Wait, who faces Taylor?
Serrano.
Serrano rematch. Two rematch. That'd be fine. Yeah.
Dude, the ladies' night revenge. The revenge of the ladies' night. Oh my God! Like these niggas is stupid. Like this, I'm just giving away money right now. Like, come on, like how many different ways could you sell this? Like, and we not even done because let's talk.